Right. This is a dating simulation where you have basically about 1 week to find love and have a girl say yes to marriage, or the producers will end you. So last time we left off is that we discovered that Cat also wants to escape, and that Cat is the one who's been helping us. So see how that goes. Get started. Okay, so we have Tara here. Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. We're still alive, and that's what... She's right, you know. I'm not sure how I'm feeling right now either, but we're alive. That counts for something. You're right, Lakey. And as much as I'd hate to say it, I think we need Cat's help, trustworthy or not, if we want to stay that way. We have between two options. Either trust her or still keep an eye on her, but I'll say we'll trust her, I guess. We have to trust her. I'll be keeping an eye on her, though. Can't afford to blindly trust someone who says they can help us. Go back to see. An eye on her. I could have did it better myself. Okay, so now we know. Either option is okay. Alright, Cap. If you want our help, we're gonna need to answer a few. You're gonna need to answer a few questions. Go away. What the hell is this sick show for? And why have you been forcing us to repeat it over and over? As someone from the Resistance, it should be obvious to you. This is just one of the hundreds of killing shows we air. Shows that keep people scared, that keep people from organizing against the government. You want to paralyze people with fear? You broadcast exactly what will happen to you if you rise up. You're monsters, you know that. I don't disagree with you, but we're not in charge here. Some of us still have family to lose, Allie. Oof, well that seemed like a low blow. But hey, just me, you know. And you? Before we air each show, we test them internally on Test of Audience to see what kind of ratings they bring for the fortunate and what kind of despair they bring for the less fortunate. If they tested well enough, we'd air it, but it wasn't efficient. But we couldn't just film a killing show over and over again to see which version of it rated best. You can't bring people back from the dead. It was the same for the test audience. You couldn't just make them watch multiple versions of a show as they remember previous versions that would influence their opinions. There's no way to test multiple versions of a show without losing the lives were really in danger. But the memory rewriter could have changed that. Did. We were able to reuse everybody, our volunteer actors, test audience. Because we could just make people forget what happened. We could film run after run of the show, where each was as if it was the first time to all of you. And that's exactly what we've been doing here for the last 2 years. That was a lot to hear. I had a feeling, but you know what people looked at us? That we were nothing but lab rats? I genuinely was afraid for my life. It's sickening. We were silent for a while. If you're testing the show this long, when's the real thing? There is no real thing. It's only what version tests the best. That said, there's only so much time Damien is willing to spend on this show, and that time is almost up. This is the last run of the show, and if you don't escape before the end, you're all good as dead. I know Damien and I said that we'd let you and your chosen partner go if you achieve good enough ratings, but it's a lie, isn't it? Yeah. I'm sorry I waited this long to try to help you guys. I was too scared to risk it all. But I got nothing to lose now. She extended her hand to me for a handshake. Allies? At least till we're out of here? I don't really have a choice this time either, huh? If you wanted to, you could report us right now. That's true. My work would count for more than all of yours. But that wouldn't save the person I need to. Interesting. I wonder who he wants to save. Like it or not, we have to work together. And it's a deal. Ali shook Kat's hand. Kat, are you sure you don't want to? I'm fine, Scarlet. It's not important anymore, and we don't have any time to waste. You say so. Anyway, the only time we can escape is the last day of the show, between midnight and just before the sun goes up. That's when the boat comes to welcome the newly engaged couple, and that's the only way off this island alive. It also doubles as a supply ship. We use it to replenish between each run of the show. Are there no other planes on the island? The boat would be far slower. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. There's a protective shell around the island, which performs two functions. First, it renders us invisible to the satellite. That's the reason why your people couldn't find us, Ali. Second, if anything bigger than a human being tries to get in or outside of the second barrier, it gets fried, unless it's emitting a compatible IFF signal. The only way off this island that will have the signal is the boat. I'm betting it'll be heavily guarded. Well, yes, but not from people on it. The ship itself would be run by a skeleton crew. It's the staff on the island who we have to watch out for. That still leaves the question of how we'll deal with them. Last time I checked, there's hundreds of them, and not even 10 of us. Actually, it might not be so hard after all. Got a plan that might just work. Though I have to admit, it's a little crazy. I like the sound of that. If it involves being zombies again, I'm out. You explained her plan to us with a renewed confidence that could inspire anyone to believe. Luckily, we still have tomorrow, so we'll have just the amount of time we need. This might work, you. You're a mad genius. Let's just say I've been holding back my creativity till now. It's crazier than anything I would have imagined, and crazy enough to work. Let's get to work. Wait, were we even listening to the same plan? Those went their separate ways. To help prepare for Yu's plan. A cat stayed. Our business wasn't finished just yet. What's up? What's your game? I want to trust you, Cat. I really do. We're up to something, aren't you? Just like every other time I trusted you. I can't blame you for feeling that way, and I can't take back what I've done before. The only thing I can say to try to make you trust me is that we both have people we care about, Leaky. That if you don't escape, the person I care about will go down with you. I'm not asking for you to put your neck out for me. You never have to. I'm asking for you to help somebody that you never met and you never will. Somebody innocent. It's strange. This woman put me through hell. Treated me like a lab rat and more, and yet somehow I think she's telling the truth. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if you do trust me. You'll see tomorrow that I'm going along with you's plan either way. I trust you, Cat. Sorry for yelling at you earlier. Don't be. I literally shot you. I think that earns you the right to be angry and more, no? Well, I've gotten to know you over the past few years. Not for more than a couple weeks straight, but I got to know you. And think you're rude and manipulative and have no problem lying to my face. Hey, skip to the part where you compliment me. You're so incredibly crass. You keep secrets from everybody and... Hey, are you finished? I don't think you're a bad person. Every time the show ran, you always talked to me to make me feel like I wasn't alone. And you made sure I never lost hope. See what the option... It's your game. How am I supposed to trust you? Well, you burned me before. I can never trust you. That's fair. The only thing I can say is to try to make you trust me is that we both have people we care about. Basically the same thing. I know that was never part of the job and you didn't have to do that, and yet you did it over and over again. It must have been so tiring to do that over and over, full well knowing that we were doomed. I don't know why you're doing all this, but I believe that you do care about helping people. I'm flattered, Leaky, but you got me wrong. What do you mean? Everything I've done for you, the others, it's been for my own selfish reason. It just happened to line up nicely. So I appreciate the compliment. Unlike before, I couldn't tell if she was telling the truth. We went our separate ways shortly after. I spent the rest of the night helping the others with preparing for the plan. I was exhausted when I went back to my room, but I couldn't fall asleep for several hours. It's as if something on the tip of my tongue, but I could just barely grasp it. But I just barely can't grasp it. Yet somehow, I know I'm closer than I've ever been. That was true to her words. Instead of having another date on the 6th day of the show, we planned a huge party for the staff instead. Thank you for all your hard work, party. As soon as she told staff that Violet would be cooking for the event, all of them dropped everything to help prepare for it. Violet cooked mountains of food as if her life depended on it, and in truth, it did. She was playing games with the staff outside. It didn't take her long to become a fast favorite for them. I'm pretty sure half the staff were playing the game just so they could get her to notice them. And she knew it. I'd admit, I'm really impressed by you. Your plan is really coming together. Tara and Scarlet joined forces to make sure that all the staff joined the festivities. Tara used Cat's producer room to find any stragglers who haven't joined the festivities. As Tara found them one by one, Scarlet turned on the charm to make sure that they came with her to the party. Then, when it was time for Scarlet to switch to her other mission, Allie took over, though I'm told she employed more farce than charm. And for once, it did. Meanwhile, I ran around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to make sure every part of our plan was going smoothly. And for once, it did. A few hours later, we had every staff member on the island partying their lights out. Everyone's here? Bet. Should have seen the ones I tried to run. I'll make sure everyone who came stayed too. Perfect. Everyone's eaten? As they should have. It is fine food. Looks like it's all going according to plan. I'm just going to go ahead and get to the fun part. Sky pulls out a remote from her pocket and presses the button on it. A few seconds later, fireworks were shooting into the night sky above the party ground. The cheers from the staff were like thunder. And with that, the event is going as smoothly as can be. Great job, team. We owe you one, you. Right back at you, Allie. We cheered as firework after firework lit up the night sky. Whoa, are fireworks supposed to be this bright? Come to think of it, these fireworks were practically blinding. I have to say, I did a pretty good job with these fireworks. Though there might be some side effect to watching them so close. Let's worry about it later. The fireworks were the signal to those trying to escape that there were nothing left to do except wait. It's gonna be a long night. I know what we said before. It would be such a shame to spend the night just worrying about what may happen tomorrow. We might live, we might die, same as any other day. How about instead we just dance the night away?
Let's go.
You know what? That sounds great. That sounds lovely. Let's do it. Come on, let's dance like there's no tomorrow. Oof. Don't say that. Yuck. Don't be like that, Tara. It'll be good for us to blow off some steam. Dancing sounds like exercise. And exercise? Ali picks Tara up over her shoulders. And away we go. Come on, come on. God grabbed my hand and pulled me with her to where the people were dancing. The others followed close behind. Sure are carefree, huh? Some things never change. Maybe we'll get out of here tomorrow. Maybe we won't. I hope we do, though. I'd like to think that one day we'll look back and remember this day. It was the most fun night I've ever had out of all the nights I can remember. We lived like there was no tomorrow. And now, we'll find out if there is a tomorrow for us. We waited in the darkness for hours, waiting for the boat to come. The plan was simple, yet had no room for error. First, we need to make sure that the boat really is coming. Later than usual. You think they're onto us? No. That would just be a little bit longer. It's cold. There's no point worrying at this point. If they're onto us, now, we're already dead. All we can do is wait. Waited an hour more, then another, and then another. We are losing hope. And guess where? It's here. I pointed towards the ocean, and we all looked in unison. Just as she said, the boat was coming. It looked huge. Despite how far it was, it must have been massive from up close. Alright, it's only going to be a few minutes before it reaches the shore. Let's book it back to the mansion. Second, we need to get back to the mansion before the boat reaches the shore. From what Kat told us, the staff will physically inspect the mansion and make sure we're there. We can't rely on overriding the feeds. If we're not there, they'll sound the alarm, and our chances of escaping will go from slim to nil. According to Kat, it's how I got caught last time. We made it back to the mansion and rushed to our respective rooms. I turned off the light and jumped into bed and pretended to be asleep. A few moments later, I heard the sound of somebody open. It must be them. There's a mechanical rhythm to it. Footsteps. The door would open, more footsteps, a short pause. Again, the door would close. Over and over, closer and closer, until I got to my room. I tried my best to make my breathing sound natural. Then, breathe out. Footsteps. A second later, my door opens. I can tell there was probably about 5 people. Then, they're walking closer to me. Breathe out. I can tell 2 of them were in front of me. They're muttering somewhere underneath their breath. I have to pity her. Come on, she could do better. Rude. Breathe in. Hey, something's wrong. Feels like my heart stopped. Breathe out. You're moving closer to me, step by step. What's that? Then, I think. It takes everything I have not to move, when every nerve in my body screams to run. This is it, they're onto me. I can't help but ball up the fist of my hand. Never mind, they're done for the night. Let's head out. Sounds good to me. I then walk further away from me, then outside the room. Finally, they close the door. I breathe out like never before. On to the next part of the plan. We regrouped downstairs. It wasn't so difficult, was it? Taking candy from a baby. Wait, where's Tara? Oh, well. Wait, where's Tara? I'll go check on her. As if on cue, Tara came running down the stairs. I'm good, don't worry about it. And I definitely didn't fall asleep just now. I didn't buy it, and the rest of us didn't either. Alright, back to the problem at hand. We may have avoided detection for now, but now there's going to be an upwards of 100 guards on patrol from here to the boat. There's little or no chance we can all make it there without being seen, but there's a chance we'll have to take. Actually, we had just the thing for it. Courtesy of Scarlet and I. That. I went through the trouble of preparing such a big party for all the staff. It'd be a shame if we didn't give them a little extra to chew on, no? You didn't. Oh, she did. It was like an absurd scene from an art house movie gone mad. Zombies. Yep. Zombies it is. Brave bananas. Brains and bananas. Brains, accounting, should have. Hundreds of zombies littered the field. You know, I can't believe we ever let you make anything, Scarlet. You better be glad that you did. Now that I think about it, didn't we just put a sleeping agent or something like that in? Now where's the fun in that? Well, we just have to go past them to get the boat, right? Don't worry. I have a fair share of experience in taking down zombies. Think about that. Rubs me the wrong way. Don't worry about it. Let's be on our way. We managed to sneak out of the mansion without making much of a fuss. As soon as we got into the forest, it was smooth sailing. There were just a few zombies in there. To be honest, how much Scarlet enjoyed herself taking down more was more concerning. Don't worry about that when we get off this island. For now, let's focus on getting out of here. A few moments later, we made it to the beach. The boat was clear in sight. Wow. It's huge. Let's not waste any time. We rushed to the ship and ran straight for the captain's deck. You guys wait here. It's practically guaranteed that the engine's been tampered with, and I need to fix it. If I know my father, he'll do it just the way it was last time. You know what, Leaky? Come with me just in case. Maybe that's where the crew members are. Lead the way. I was pitch black inside. Cat had to shine a light to see anything. Strange. Where are they? Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. Found it. Talk it up to my dad, outsourcing everything to the grunts. This is child's play to me now. Dad got to work fixing the engine. Watch my back. We still don't know we're in the clear, and this is gonna take a minute. Got it. I turned around and kept a lookout. It was almost impossible to see anything, though. Since when were you a mechanic? Honestly, it's my first failed escape. I had to teach myself. There isn't exactly a trade school on this island. And if I haven't, I'd never be able to help anyone escape this island. Sorry I didn't trust you before, Cat. I get it now. Why you did what you had to do? You're talking like that and you'll raise a death flag for the both of us, jeez. We'll talk more later, if you'd like. In the meantime, this boat is fixed. Nice. Let's tell the others and get the hell out of here. We ran back to the others and told them the good news. At the same time, Cat revved the engine of the boat. We were good to go. We literally jumped for joy as the boat started to move. Gosh, I can't believe it. We're really doing this. We're finally getting out of here. It's hard to watch, but it is true. We did it. Now we don't. Well, now you don't all thank me at once. You really did it. Thank you, Cat. You really saved us. You did. We won't be able to get to this point if it weren't for you. No need to thank me. Actually, should apologize. If I haven't done any of this sooner, The intercom rang out. Cat turned white as sheet as we heard a voice that sounded all too familiar. No. Damn it. Damien. Ding ding ding. Guess you should have learned at least something in school, Cat. Not enough, clearly, but hey, it's something. It's gotta win a participation ribbon somewhere. You knew what I was planning. Of course I did, dearie. I made you. I know exactly how you think. And I have to thank you. You would have made your mother proud at the show you've given us these last 2 years. What? I'm sorry, didn't I forget to tell you? While you were busy filming Leaky and those other girls, my team was filming your brave attempts to save these idiots. Give the honest and a little more reason as to why they should stay in line, you know? And after all, if I do this to my own daughter, imagine what I would do to someone who wasn't. You're a monster. I don't really get you nowhere, Kit Kat. Well, it doesn't matter now. Do whatever the hell you want. We're getting out of here. We fix the boat. There's nothing you can do to stop us now. We're getting out of here. Saying garbage like that is just playing with fire, love. The earth starts to shake. Even though we were on a boat, I could tell the island was rumbling. In the distance, a metal barrier slowly rose out of the ocean all around the island. It climbed higher and higher till it cast a shadow over the boat. Higher and higher till the only daylight we could see was just from the circle above us. We were trapped. How about we play a game, little rats? Damien spoke down to us like some kind of holographic screen on the walls. He gestured to some kind of machine behind him, and what looked like a strange kind of stadium. I got myself a little switch here that controls the barrier. One push of this, and you'll be free to go. It'll be easy for you to waltz on in, flip it, and get rid of all our securities. This switch only works if you at least have 2 people's handprint with producer level clearance. Sure, you got Cat, but you'll never get mine. You pull out the same gun I've been shot with before, though don't let that stop you from trying. The hologram disappeared with a click, leaving us in an uneasy silence. Our hands are tied. We have no choice but to go back. Hello? He's got a gun. He'd take us all down before we have a chance to grab him. We have no choice, though. If we wait here, it's only a matter of time that they'll send people after us. Guess we have to head back to the beach. Let's turn this around. We got an ass to kick. No, that's exactly what Damien wants you to do. Turning around part or the ass kicking? I'll leave that up to your imagination. Damien has a script that he wants to play out. People try to revolt, fail, and get killed. I guarantee you, if we do just that, he has a plan for it. He'll find some kind of way to turn us against each other, and then none of us will make it out of here alive. Even so, we can't just stay here and wait till we're almost out of time. Leaky and I will go flip the switch. Besides, we're the only 2 people here who can do anything about it. What do you mean by that? I thought that only you and Damien. I'll explain on the way. There's no time. Leaky, are you ready to run? I won't allow it. There's no way we're letting Leaky go back there without us. You said it, sister. I'm not letting you all lose your one chance on getting out of here. Brother, please. You know exactly what Damien's capable of. I don't like this cat. I know. Let them go. Believe me, I hate this. I hate this to my core, but Cat's right. Cat didn't waste a moment. She reached out for my hand. And before I knew what I was doing, we ran off the boat together and back to the mansion as fast as we could. I was running on pure instincts, like my body had done this before, countless of times. I looked back to the boat just once, but I couldn't help but linger for a moment. I could tell from their faces that they wanted to be running with me, not waiting for us to come back. I'm gonna make Damien pay for making them suffer like this. We went back to running, followed Kat's lead. It's earlier than I planned, but there's no time like the present for exposition about your past. It'll be good to know why I'm running with you. Why would I happen to be resistant to Bullet? We'll find out if you are together. Though if you look into your history, I'd say no. Hey, I survived the time you shot me. I'm pretty resistant. Touché. Before you came onto the show, you were a producer, just like me. We used to work together. We were partners. In more ways than one, though. That was forever ago. Living and working on this island was the only life I ever known. That sounded awful, but I didn't have a problem with running these shows. There was nothing different to compare it to. But then I met you. I had no idea what would bring someone like me, like you, to this island, but you? Meeting you changed me. You smile like I've never seen before. You made me see that there's a world out there that is beautiful. You made me hope that I could be a part of that world one day. You helped me realize that we need to shut this place down if we wanted there to be a world out there at all. For years we worked together to free as many people as we could from these death trap shows. We shut them away from safety, faked their death, everything. We just did just that for a time. And Damien started to suspect that something was up. Each day, he got closer and closer to figuring out until I knew we couldn't stay any longer. But it was too late by then. Damien caught us. You mean you betrayed me? I can't remember much, but I remember you and I together. And then you sold me out right where we were trying to escape. Why? Like I said before, I didn't have a choice. I still don't. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore, and I don't expect you to. But we need each other's help to get off this island right now. As both of us are technically still producers, we can activate the switch if we work together. And we don't even have to take Damien down. I doubt he'll let us use that easily. Damn, Matt. You trust me enough for that? Honestly, I don't know. Part of me wants to trust Kat, the same part that subconsciously remembers that I did for years and years. But how can I forget that betrayal? Even if she had a reason. Sure. I'll keep an eye on her. We got back to the mansion. Kat made a beeline for the lab. I ran with her as fast as I could. Our footsteps in the winding metal staircase echoed like a thundering drum. You're about to see the real reason why the show is on this island. Kat took her master key, slid it into the hidden socket into the wall behind one of the tanks. Click. Don't say I didn't warn you. The same wall split into two doors, slowly revealing another hidden staircase. You guys think you could get an elevator instead? I said the same thing. As soon as I took one step down the staircase, I could tell something was different. Something was telling me I shouldn't go down there. Come on, we don't have time to waste. Got nothing to lose. With each step down, it grew darker and darker. Eventually, I couldn't even see the hand in front of my face. Then, light. Blinding lights and... applause? Welcome, welcome, you finally made it. Damon's face was plastered over countless screens in a stadium that could fill tens of thousands of countless cameras littered in the seats, all focused on a center stage, a battleground sprawled with maze-like walls in all shapes and sizes and littered with guns. Thanks to the walls, we couldn't see Damien directly. We knew he was here from the screen. We shouldn't have had a show with you idiots, but I'm so glad that you actually came back. Oh man, you couldn't bring the others? You're no fun. You're gonna make me work, huh? Anyway, congratulations on making it on this far, etc, etc. I gotta say, I'm proud of you for making it out here, daughter of mine. I'm impressed that you remember your old haunt just from a few seconds of a video. No thanks to you, you dirtbag. Is any way to thank someone who gives you room and board? I gave Leaky a nicer room than I ever got. Blame your mom for that one, kid. Anyway, how about you be a dear and explain the game that we got going on here? The switch we're looking for somewhere here. The problem is, so is Damien. He's got a gun and more ammunition than he needs to kill both of us. What about the weapons on the ground? Maybe there's something we can use to level the playing field. It's all we can do, but the odds aren't in our favor. Most of these weapons lying around are useless. They're meant to make people lose hope that they can fight back. Most of us. Most is better than all of them, at least. Well, yes and no. There's no hope to lose if they knew all of them were fake. Oof. That's Damien's MO. He gives the people trapped on a show just enough hope for escape, and then he'll use that to trap you. Real guns are my fake guns, boats and planes when you're trapped on an island. If we're gonna make through this, you can't fall for his game. Understood? Loud and clear. Then let's go. There's no time to waste. We went from wall to wall, taking cover between each time. Whenever we had the chance, we pick up what looked like a gun to see if it was real. We only had seconds to check for one. Damien was hot on our trails. A gunshot rang out, blowing a hole through the wall Cat and I were hiding behind. What's the matter? You're like two rats in a lab. He fired again. Shrapnel from the wall scraped my arms. Ugh. It felt like my arm had been lit on fire. Vicky, you okay? I'll live, don't worry. We need to find a weapon. We need to find that switch. We ran behind another wall, narrowly dodging another shot from Damien. It dawned on me that he wasn't even trying to hit us, he was only trying to make us scared. And it's working, but why? He's reloading, come on. We dashed out from behind a wall and ran past Damien, looking desperately for the switch and for any weapons we could find. I managed to pick up 2 pistols, Cat did the same. Dang, looks like they're fake too. How's yours looking? Took a look at the first one. The further inspection, it was clear that there was no more than plastic toy, but the second one? I realized the second I did, it was real, with a single bullet lodged. Alright, that's good, let's... Another shot ran out, blowing a hole in the wall just next to where my head was a second ago. Damn, how come he gets that handgun in? That boy just got to go somewhere, I guess. Anyway, we got the gun. This is probably the only real one in the stadium. We gotta find the switch. Even with a gun, we're no match for him. Sounds good to me. We ran further through the stadium, opposite the entrance, until we were square right in the middle of the stadium. There it was. The switch. I think they'd hide it better. Damien's laugh echoed through the arena as he reappeared on the screens above the arena. Congratulations, you found the switch. That's a damn shame. We gotta mention something about the switch here. It won't do jack, even if you both have access, as long as I've got a heartbeat. And I plan on sticking around. I'm not heartless. In fact, I think I'm a pretty decent guy for what I'm about to do. I look like he has seen a ghost. Cat, Leaky, I got an offer you can't refuse. Only one of you can claim it. If either one of you kills the other, I'll let the one left standing go. I'll forget this ever happened, and we can call it a wrap on find love or die trying. I'll even let the survivor leave the island. I can guarantee I'm telling the truth, because this is airing live to the world right now. People down and getting in line because I tell the truth. Because they know I keep my word. It wouldn't leave me for a second if I ever went back on it, you know? Not a bad deal, right? Especially considering that if no one takes the offer, I'll just kill both of you. I'm giving you 5 minutes to decide, and then I'm coming for you. The screen shuts off. Kat and I looked at each other, a mix of horror and fear on her face, and there was no doubt that mine mirrors hers. Vicky, I can't imagine what's racing through your head right now. You're probably thinking I'm gonna betray you again, right? I was lost for words. You don't have to say anything. Look, I can't blame you for doubting me. And honestly, if you shot me right now, I'd be okay with it. Because then, you'd be free to go. I know Damien would keep his words. But there's even a slightest chance that you want me to be able to escape here too. Then I need to ask you something that I know sounds insane. What's that? I need you to give me the gun. The only real one we got. Look, I'm not stupid enough to know how that sounds. The simple reality is, I've known you for so long right now, and the one thing I know about you is that you're a terrible shot. Me? I'm as good as you can get on this island. I think I'm our best bet taking him down. But I understand completely if you're not willing to trust me, and if you think I'm lying, I get it. And if you don't trust me, you close her eyes and presses her finger against her forehead. Then please, just make it quick. Handing my gun never felt so heavy. On one hand, it's a guarantee I can make it here alive. And on the other hand, trusting Kat. I trust Kat after she's done to me. I really believe her words when the memories that can prove or deny them are lost to me. I've got no time. I have to choose. Trust. I trust you, Kat. I held out the gun to her. You? I don't want to see the other option too. Yeah, don't be it. I point to her. Goodbye, Leaky. Love you. Goodbye, Kat. Goodbye, Alan. I earn my freedom, but at what cost? Each step I take back to the boat gets heavier and heavier. Feels like I'm sinking to the ground. For some reason, my heart hurts so much. Feels like a part of me has died. I fall to the ground. I try to get up, but I just sink deeper and deeper into the ground. I'm so sorry, Kat. So sorry. Okay. There is that. Cool. Now we know. After everything you've done, yes, I still trust you. I know you've been forced to do some awful things, to people that didn't deserve it, but I know there's good in you, and I believe in that good. Take it. Thank you, Leaky. You stole the gun from my hands. I won't let you down. Well, if you do, it's not like I'll be around for long enough to regret it. Hope it doesn't come to that. Do this. We decided to seek Damien out and try to get the drop on him, rather than waiting for him at the switch. My heart was practically beating out of my chest. I couldn't tell if Kat was as nervous as I was. If she was, she hid it behind the same poker face she always had. We dashed to another wall to cover, looked around and repeated, "How much time has passed?" Feels like we've been looking for him for hours. With the pressure, I know it can't be more than a few minutes. As the minutes passed, I could tell Kat was growing more and more impatient. She trailed her gun wherever she looked, her trigger finger ready to shoot our only bullet at any time. Left. Right. I glanced around, then looked at her, then back again. Hands were shaking. Left. Right. Only got one shot to make or break it. Look back at Kat. She's checking the corner ahead of us. She looks left. She looks left. Right. Takes everything I have to stay focused. Sick of dying. Not even the possibility. She turns to look back at me. Oh no. Damien's walking closer and closer from behind her, with his gun resting on his shoulder. He couldn't be more than 10 meters away. He slowly lifts the gun off from his resting position, and before I knew it, I'm running towards her with everything I have. I'm gonna get shot, aren't I? Something's making me run, something I've forgotten, something I'm starting to remember. There's the two of us at the beach. I can see it now. How many hours has it been? We made it to the ship, but it wasn't enough. The alarms were deafening. Security was going to be here any moment. And our only saving grace, our ship, wouldn't start. That's it then. I never heard Kat sound so desperate. Well, at least we tried, right? Who else can say that? She lowered her head and leaned into me. No, we're not giving up just yet. There's nothing we can do, Leaky. The engine's broken and the guards will be here any moment. We got at least some weapons. It's not over yet. I got the precious few firearms we had and split them among between us. There's 2 of us and hundreds of them. There's no point. Not to mention, you're a terrible shot. You're right, taking them head on would be suicide, but that's not what you'll be doing. Me? I'm just a nobody, but you? You're the big man's daughter, after all. Your words mean a lot to them. Horrified. I would be too if I was in her shoes right now. No, I won't let you do this, Leaky. You have no choice. Look around. Look, I'm not happy either, but both of us dying here would be worthless. But if you live, you get a second chance to make it out of here. A second chance to see the other side. I know, but what's the point if it's not with you? You have to find that out yourself. You're almost here now. Come on, we're running out of time. Her hands were shaking. It looks like she was about to drop her gun at any second. I hate you for this, you know. I know, and I'm sorry. She slowly raised her arm and trained the gun sights directly at me. And now we wait. Can you do me a favor? What's that? Don't shoot the face, please. I'm rather proud of it. I don't know what I do without my supernaturally good looks. He laughed through the tears. Plus, I would have still loved you, even without them. Right back at you, Cat. You kissed me for the last time. I love you, Leaky. I love you too. I'm sorry, but it's gonna be the face. Let me take off the safety. Oh, wait, I didn't sign up for this. I heard my favorite sound one last time. I can hear the guards coming now. You only got seconds left. On the bright side, I won't owe you 10 bucks. Our bet? He laughed. I think it's pretty clear who won the bet. I see the guards up. I can see the guards now. My time is up. What makes you say you did it? I'm alive? Everything hurts so bad. I almost wish it didn't. The shock must have knocked me out cold. I coughed up blood as my vision flashed in and out rapidly. Too fast to tell if I've been fatally shot. It was all I could do to stay conscious. As a stepfather, anyone who breaks our law must be punished. I could barely make out her voice, but it brought comfort to me. You really do take after me. You made your old man very, very proud. Oh, would you look at that? Looks like our little hero had got some life left. You know, Leaky, you're in luck. See the whole escaping thing? I'm afraid I'm gonna have to fire you. No severance. Tried to make a witty comeback, but the only thing that came out of my mouth was coughed up blood. But you're in luck. A new opportunity just opened up, and I think... He kicked me in the stomach and then rolled me over with his foot. You'll be the perfect fit. He laughed as he crushed my palm under his foot. You might think I'm going soft on you by not killing you outright. He looked down on me, then back at her. But mark my words, you'll both wish I had. Do whatever you want. I don't care about leaking. He laughed manically. I never did like leaking much anyway. Vision fading. His words turned to vapor as I could feel myself crumble into nothing. The last thing I saw was her face. She was holding the river back with everything she had. Who are you gonna fool with the poker face like that, Cat? Love you? Always have. I'm sorry for what I forced you to do. Even more so now, I'm so sorry that you'll be alone now. But I hope one day you'll understand. Flashback to reality, I almost reached Cat. I pushed myself to run faster and faster, faster than I've ever ran in my life. Cat doesn't see him, but she sees the alarm going off in my eyes. Damien points his gun at his daughter, and he's preparing to take a shot. Cat turns around, but there's no time. Damien's finger pulls back on the trigger. What am I doing? I see the world turn to slow motion. Why am I throwing away my life for Cat? These memories, they're mine, yet not at the same time. Who can say that I'm the same person as before, who loved her so much? Who can say if these memories form a completely different me compared to what I am now? There's no time to answers. Even if I've forgotten you over and over, somehow I remember you and I know that I would do anything for you. I ran past Cat and threw myself in front of her. Because I love her? A gunshot rang. I felt like my body is struck by lightning instead of flame. It fires again and again. Undescribable pain ripples across my body as aftershot rips through. Is that like the movies? where someone can stand after being shot over and over again. The firing stops and my vision starts to fade. I can barely hear him reloading over the sound of my body screaming agony. My knees buckle. As I fall, I can see Kat with her gun trained on Damien. There's no fear in her eyes. Hands aren't shaking. But she's biting her lip so hard that I can see it bleed. The last thing I see before the dark takes me is her finger pressing down on the trigger. Damien fires back. Wake up, Leaky. Please, please don't die. What's happening? I never hear her sound so desperate. Please, just wake up. I can't lose you again. Not again. I took everything I had just to open my eyes and breathe. Kat was cradling me in her arms, with tears streaming down her face. Don't pass out again. You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, Kat. Coughed up blood. Save your strength. You get it? Did. Great. Rich? You should be able to get it now, but you're in no shape to walk. To be honest, I'm not in the best shape either. I looked up at her and felt my heart drop. Shot. She laughed. Yeah, now I know what it feels like. Maybe I'm more sorry for shooting you back then on the beach. There's nothing else you could have done, Kat. It didn't stop me from regretting it every second of those past 2 years. That day I might have promised to myself, it didn't matter how many people I've had to hurt or how much I would have to hurt. I would get you off this island, alive and well, even if it's the last thing I did. Even if I had to see you fall in love with somebody even times. Even if I knew it meant I could never be with you again. I made a promise back then, and I'll keep it even if it kills me. Slowly, Kat lifts me off the ground and onto her back. She screamed, coughed up blood as she tried to lift me up. Stop. You're gonna get yourself killed. That's exactly what I'm going to do. She lifted me on her back and took a step closer toward me. I pulled myself back then. She stepped forward again. Her legs are trembling. If you weren't gonna leave this island alive, neither would I. Another step closer. Because I love you. One more step. I know you don't remember most of our time together. Her breathing was ragged. It takes several steps and have to pause for breath. Honestly, I'm glad you even remember bits and pieces. I'm grateful for whatever I can get. Which was in sight. And maybe the you I fell in love with doesn't exist. So close to it. It's so far. But I like to believe it's still you. You're the same Leaky I fell in love with. You're just steps away from this. I'm still the one you love. You laugh bitterly. It's just wishful thinking, I know. Made it, you just coughed up blood again. You need to put your hand on the scanner. Do that? Got it. I used the last of my strength to reach my hand forward. With every inch I drew closer to it, my vision grew darker. I pushed harder and harder with everything I had. My turn. Done. Now all that's left to do is to pull the switch. Sorry, Leaky. I'm gonna have to put you down for a second. No problem. Cat gently arrests me on. I can barely stand right now. She tumbled towards the switch. She manages to catch it with her hand. She used it to keep herself upright. Here. Go. The moment we've all been waiting for. She pulled it with the last of her strength. A second later, she fell to the ground by my side. The cacophony of machinery filled the stadium. Must have been the barrier opening. Did it, Leaky? So sorry. What for? I don't think we're getting out of here. I can't even move. Okay. We had a good run, you know. Guess you could say that. At least the girls would be able to get out of here. It is better than to die here. Yeah. I love you. Always have and always will. For these last 2 years, I dreamed of us starting a new life together, somewhere far. But guess life's not like movies, you know. Dreams don't come true. I wish we could have met in a different place. Time. Maybe then. Cat? Cat? Her eyes were closed, streams of tears ran down from both her eyes. My vision blurred even more as tears welled up in my eyes. If we could have met in a different place, at a different time, our story would have been so different. Wish we could have, Cat. I tried to move closer to her, but my body refused. It was all I could do. It was all I could do. Move my head around. I looked around in futility. Some kind of miracle that could save us both. It's too sad of an ending. I looked at Cat. I looked to the heavens which all but abandoned us. I looked behind us, and I saw what could only be described as angels. I tried to speak, but no words would come. Must be. The world turned black. Dead? If I keep asking myself that, it's bound to be right sooner or later. But somehow, I think there's more to come in my story. And I know there's one person I want to spend it with. Ooh, I get to see. Wake up in an unfamiliar room. Is it room? Shaking? Try to get up. Ow! I look down to my body. The bandage up enough to look like a mummy. But I'm alive. Nikki, you're up. Hey, you. Where are we? We're on a boat. We're miles away from the island by now. That's a relief. Is everyone okay? I'll let you be the judge of that. You ran off and then came a few moments later. You got us very leaky. I'm so glad to see you're alright. We didn't make it easy to save you either. Oh, and if you find yourself craving brains or bananas, that's entirely related to how I treated you. I'm just thankful it worked. It's good to see that you're safe and sound, Leaky. If you had died after all we've been through, I'd kill you. But I'm really happy that you're here for me to save. You did great, Leaky. If Resistance could use somebody like you. Besides, it doesn't look like you have a real job anymore. Thanks, Cat. You really stuck out your neck to save Cat and I, and I can never thank you enough. That's what you would have done for us, Leaky. Indeed, we ran after you too the moments you left. There wasn't any point of us escaping if it wasn't with you, Leaky. Yeah, I know Cat said not to, but hey, I didn't remember that at the time, so it's all good. We managed to save the Brother Fives too. I can't let them be stranded after, well, all we've been through together. I'm glad to hear that. There's no way we would have been able to escape without them. I nervously looked around the room. Is Cat? Cat's doing well too. She's resting in the room next door. I didn't think you wanted to see her. Thanks for letting me know you. If you're thanking you, none of us would have made it off the island if it wasn't for you and Cat. True, despite whatever you make your terror say. I'm just saying. I have a pretty mean right hook. It's good to see you all. I have no idea what the world ahead has for each of us, but whatever it has in store, we'll face it together. You bet. I'm surprised you can say that with a straight face, but yes. I wouldn't have it any other way. I could really use you as a PR person for the Resistance, Leaky. You got a thing for speeches. Wait a minute. Everyone is here and Cat's next door. Who's driving the boat? Dang it, Allie. Everyone looks at Terra. And that's a serious exit for Terra. Fight. She ran off like a cartoon character. We laughed together and it felt like it's been so long since we could just laugh. No cameras, no fear, just friends fooling around. Anyway, I'm so glad to see you're okay. That said, team, we need to give Leaky some rest. Once again, I'm not trying to quarantine you because we didn't use the zombie virus' unique properties to save you or anything. Thanks, Scarlet. Thank you, everybody, for coming to see me. Don't mention it. We're all in this together. And all that, right? See you later, Leaky. Alright, enough with the cheese. Get out before Leaky turns... before Leaky needs rest? Yeah, yes. I think I'm gonna become a zombie. And with that, I was alone. Phew, I thought they'd never leave. Hey, Scarlet, what's up? Nothing, just hiding a syringe behind her back. I need to give you a shot for... good luck. Right. I put my arm forward. Well, the doctor knows best. I'm not a doctor. She injected the good luck into my arm. I just want to say, thanks again. My life went up off the rails back at the island, even before the show. Putting it lightly, he laughed. I know if I stayed there, I never would have been truly happy for the rest of my life. Never would have been able to help people ever again. So, thank you, Leaky. You've been out, so there's no way you know, but there is a day that would have been the last day of the show. The final ceremony where you asked one of the girls to be with you. Now, I'm not saying that anyone's rushing for a proposal, but I think everyone wants to hear an answer from you. That kind of decision takes time to think over, so I figure you need a little space. Thanks, Scarlet, you're right. My pleasure. You kissed me on the cheek. Well, see you later. See you, Scarlet. Then I was alone in the room. It's a tough choice, but it's one I know I have to make. They're all incredible people. I'd be lucky to be with any of them. Anyone would. Silence for a while, both resting and contemplating what to do. Is it a life of excitement with Allie? Is it a life of rediscovery with Scarlet? A life enjoying the simple things with you? A life challenging our limits with Violet? A life of freedom with Terry? Then I just knew. Got up from bed, walked to the door from my room, and looked to the room next to me. There. Looked at the window and I just knew. Opened the door. Hey, Leaky. You look like hell. You don't look much better. I'm surprised your face is still intact. You survive a lot now, hasn't it, huh? Yeah. You know, the girls were hoping you asked one of them out today. They'll get the wrong idea if they see you here. I came here for you, Kat, and only you. You've been there for me, even before I could remember meeting you. There's no way I could have ever gone off this island, or anyone else could have, if it weren't for you. I know there's so much we have to figure out, so much we don't know in this world, but I don't want to face that world with you. Aww. You're so cute. Tears were streaming down her face. I didn't want to hope for it. I walked next to her and got down on one knee. I tried so hard to convince myself that it would never happen because it was too painful to even hope. I don't have a ring or anything, but I'm sure I'll get one later. I don't need a ring. Will you marry me? Yes, yes, yes. I love you, Kat. I love you too, Leaky. More than you could ever know. Wherever life takes you is where I'll go. We held each other close and kissed for the first time in years. Memories flooded back with each passing day we met. Kissed, nights in the rain, waking up, joy of just being the person you love. The day I proposed to her, first time, and now today, and I'm sure there's many more to come. Here's to making new memories together, Kat. Love you. That was cute. We get to see all the artwork. I wonder if there's any we didn't get to see. Nigoran? The noodle company? This was ooh, the tea. I wonder if because I chose her, zooming in onto her. Alright, so let's check that out. So, one ending was killing her. Second ending is Cat. I only have 7 endings. What's the 8th ending? What is with Allie? Allie. Let the spirit so that the others know you're okay. Allie ran back for a moment later. Gosh, good to see you okay. Easy. See if anything changes. See. Hi there, Leaky. Oh, should you be up there? You're hurt. Oh, we get a new splash art. I'll manage. I wanted to see you. Some things just can't. Look, I want to say thanks, Al. Without you, we would never made it out of here. Oh, come on, you're gonna make me blush. You know that's not true. You pick now of all the times to be modest, huh? And even so, I know that without you, I probably would have given up long ago before we even got to this. Made me hope for a better world out there. I want to make it better. You made me think that the world in this world. You made me think that living in this world would be beautiful again, even if it was. Not to mention, I've never laughed as hard or had as much fun as with you. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I love you, Al. And I want to go wherever you go have. I'm amazed you can say that with a straight face. I feel the same way, Leaky. Times I spent with you here are the best times I've ever had. I I'm warning you though, if you stick around with me, it's only gonna get crazier. I like the sound of it. With any amount of crazy, as long as I'll get to stay by your side. You're romantic. But I think I could get used to it. She pulled me close and kissed me passionately. How does overthrowing a corrupt government sound for a fourth date? Couldn't help but laugh. Sounds like a plan. That's how that ending with Callie ends. Let's see, Scarlet. Okay. Scarlet's the one that says hi to me here. I'm so happy to see you wake up. It's good to be back, Scarlet. Really, you gotta be careful. If that zombie virus you created didn't double as a life-saving regeneration booster, then you would have been dead right now. Ah, I'm glad they actually explained that. I'm sorry, what? I should not have said that. I definitely should not have said that. Let me go tell the others the good news. Same thing. You say hi. Not for good luck. I say anyone's watching for a proposal, but well, I'm sure whoever you go for will be really happy. You probably want to get some rest. She starts to turn towards the door. I'll see you. I reached for her and held her hand tight. Sometimes you just know what you have to say, and there's no force on earth that can stop these words from coming out loud. Scarlet, I love you. Come again? I love you, Scarlet. Whenever I lost hope on the island, you were always there for me. Whenever I had no memories, no hope of escaping, nothing but my name, you never let me feel alone. You made me believe that I could start over, no matter what had happened before. And you're the one I want to start over with, Scarlet. I can't believe it. I love you too, Leaky, so much. There's no one I'd rather start over with than with you. There are times that when I've given up too, when I remember the past, I can honestly say that if you weren't there, I wouldn't be here right now. So, thank you, Leaky. I love you so much. Wherever this life takes us, I want you to be next to me and always. I'll be right by your side. I reached for my hand and I grasped hers. Follow me. We walked together towards the deck of the boat and we were greeted by a breathtaking evening sky. Oh, see that? Everything under that infinite sky is full of possibilities for us. Things to learn, places to see, moments to share. There's nothing we can't do, nowhere we can't go. We finally get to rewrite our story together. And finally, it'll be us and only us. I wouldn't have it any other way, Scarlet. She pulled me close and kissed me like it was her last day on Earth. I guess the only question remaining is, where should we start? Wherever our path takes us, I know it's the right one. And with you, we'll live the way we want to. No one can get in the way of that. Wherever we go, we'll go together. I love you, Scarlet. Wherever our new story is, we'll write it together. Come on. I'm still wondering what is the 8th ending. Because I don't know. It's 7 here, but they said 8. Let's see. The colors. They're told. This is the 8th ending. Oh. There's another option that unlocks after you see all the ending. Interesting. Alrighty. Terra. Talking. Gotta keep a girl waiting. Sorry, I was figuring out the whole not dying thing. Glad you figured it out. Give me 1 second. I gotta let the others know you're up. Whoever you pick except for Cat, or in Cat's option, you was it in middle. Okay, everything's the same here. I'm gonna go see her. Hey. Hey, Lakey. Would you happen to know how to read a map? Seriously, everything just looks blue out here. I couldn't help but laugh. When you think about it, it really doesn't matter where we're going, so as long as we're not going back to the island. I can guarantee that's not happening. Aside from that, not much else. Laughed together. You know, Terra, I want to thank you. For what? For no matter how dark things got, how much it seemed like it was all over, you never stopped trying to get everyone's spirit up. You made us laugh when it felt like we hit the end of the road. You just made us feel brave enough to try to escape, to laugh at the chances, and just do it. Incredible. It was nothing. More than just what you've done for everybody. You made me feel like I can do anything. And when I'm next to you, I feel like we can take on the world. I really like you, Terra. And I want to make you feel just like how you make me feel every day. I want to make you laugh when you want to cry. I want to make you sing and dance when it seems like it's all over. And more than anything, I want to be with you. Sucks. I don't even know what to say. Gosh, I'd like that. I like you too, Leaky. It seems like how the MC said I love you to the past few girls, but Terra says I really like you? Strange. Whenever I felt like giving up, you made me feel like I could do anything. When I'm right next to you, I know the world's in our hands. So I guess we're gonna start dating now? Yeah, I guess so. Sweet. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's take this boat somewhere with internet. Sounds like a plan. Wherever we're headed, I know I'll be right where I belong as long as I'm with her. Let's hope there isn't too many pigeons there, though. Okay, Violet. You and save Violet for last. Yay. You said the Leaky, you're awake. Rushes to my side and hugs me tightly. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you again. Great to see you again, you. Really, you gotta be more careful. We'll have a talk about this later, but I'll let you off this time. 1 second, gotta tell everyone. Same thing. Okay. Hey. Hey there, Leaky. Oh, shouldn't you be resting? I'll be fine. I got all night to sleep it off. You say so. Come here, you gotta see the view. You reach for my hand and I clasped hers tight. Come on, come on. She pulled me with her to the side of the deck. I'll never see a view like this back in the country. Something about it just fills me with hope. Maybe it's still silly to say, but it makes me feel like anything could happen if we try. That maybe things will work out the way we dreamed they would. After escaping together, I know how you feel, you. Not sure. Here goes. Leaky, I love you. I love you ever since the day we met before all this. I never thought I had a chance to meet you again, but here we are. There's nothing I want more than just life with you. You make me feel like anything's impossible. And you make me feel like I'm floating on a cloud every moment we're together. I know all the other girls are amazing too, but I pulled her close and kissed her before she could finish. She kissed me with everything she had. For a moment I felt like we were the only people in the world. Love you too, you. You're the only one I ever wanted to be with. When I thought there was no chance of us making out alive, you always lifted my spirit back up. You made me laugh and smile like I've never before, and I've never been happier than I am with you. You're always there for me. I'm always gonna be there for you too. This isn't a dream, right? As real as it gets you. This is the happiest I've ever been in my whole life. That's going to be my goal, to break that record with every chance I get. Pinch me. I got a better idea. I kiss you once more. We held each other and kissed as if it was the last day on earth. Here's to making you the happiest woman there ever can be, you. I love you. Couple woke up, super baking. Welcome back, Leaky. I knew you'd make it, but you had me there for a second. You know me, I like to keep things interesting. Great to see you again, Violet. Likewise, Leaky. I'm not sure I would have done if I had lost you. I've grown. Not attached, you might want to say. Okay, I'm sure the others want to know you're alright. Just one moment. Same text. I reached for the door, and a second later she opened it. Hey, Leaky. Would you not be resting? Probably, but I won't stand for it. Here, let me help you back to bed. Thanks, Violet. I put my arm around her and she walked me back to bed. I wanted to talk to you. At first, I wanted to wait until later, but I've learned some things I just cannot wait. I had to see you no matter what. Why is that? First, I wanted to thank you. If it weren't for you, Leaky, I know I would have never left this island alive. Right back at you, Violet. You gave us hope when we were all but giving up. Compared to that, I didn't do much. I couldn't have done it if it weren't for you supporting me all this time. You helped me through so much. I'm more grateful than I can ever express. You helped me realize that there's no such thing as a guarantee. The world we live in, the things we believe, whether or not we will survive another day, they can all be taken away in an instant. I'm positive that neither of us plan to be on a show like this now. I like to think so. And if this is the way the world is, there's nothing more important than making the most of every moment. That's all we have. True. I took a deep breath. More than anything, I want to share all these moments to come with you, Leaky. Like you've been there for me, I want to make you smile when you cry. I want to make you happy as you make me every day. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I love you. Would you be mine and only mine? I love you too. It would be my pleasure to be yours. Would you be mine? For always, if you'll have me. You're gonna help us. You beat me to asking you. I was going to find you and ask you out. I suppose great minds think alike. Perhaps I am making a little more of the moment than you, no? I laughed. I don't know about that, but I pulled Violet close and kissed her. She kissed me back as if it was our last. For a moment, time stood still. All that mattered was Violet and I. It was bliss. I'm looking forward to the moment to come with you. Couldn't be happier. Took the words right out of my mouth. And here's to the moments we'll share. I love you. Okay, Now I need to figure out where is... Where do I find... Where do I find the 8th ending? Where is the 8th ending? People said that... What's the 8th? There's an option that unlocks after you see all the endings. Is this question mark? Okay. Oh, there it is. Before I can finish that thought... To get the world top tier enjoyment, to protect our asses from employment, to make the world believe in fate and love. We work like slaves for the shills above. We're the brother 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repair 2. Wait a minute. We don't have jobs anymore. You're right. What do we do now? Is it finally our chance? It might just be. We can turn over a new leaf together. We can finally become accountants. We're the stars now. What's next in our adventures? To become accountants. Here we... Oh, that was it? Dang, they cut it that short? Oh, I wish there was more to it. Here we go. Alright, that was it. Sounds like Grace. Gosh, okay. Well, thank you so much for watching. This was Find Love or Die Trying. It's free on Steam if you're interested in playing this yourself. I really enjoyed it. I love the artwork of everything. Definitely do check it out. But that's it for this. Thank you for watching, and until next time.